a strong commitment to their statutory responsibilities.
The board we are inaugurating today is intended to steer the corporation towards fulfilling the said objectives. The last board was appointed on 1st April 2021 and their term expired on 1st April 2024. I take this opportunity to thank all the members of the old board who sacrificed their time to attend to the corporation matters. Since the inception of the corporation, some strides have been achieved and much more is expected. By virtue of subsection 1 of section 7 of the NEC statute and in furtherance of the objectives for setting up NEC, I have appointed you on this new board of NEC, which I'm officially inaugurating this morning.
Minister Oboth made the remarks yesterday morning during the inauguration ceremony of the new board of directors of NEC held at its headquarters in Bugorovi, Kampala. He tasked the board to guide the corporation in fulfilling its purpose of supporting the Uganda's People's Defense Forces through activities that contribute to Uganda's development as mandated by the Constitution.
I commend this board to utilize the structures of the corporation in directing and managing the activities of the corporation so as to enhance the long-term value for the shareholders and the financial viability of the enterprise. Furthermore, you should ensure the business prosperity, growth, and survival of the corporation while carrying out your statutory functions. I expect total accountability because accountability breeds acceptance and respectability by investors for the enterprise. Both business prosperity and accountability are at the forefront of every corporation strategic thinking, planning, and activity. Business prosperity cannot be commanded. People, teamwork, leadership, enterprise experience, and skills are what really produce prosperity.
Established in 1989 by an Act of Parliament, NEC serves as the commercial arm of the Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs (PDF), producing goods and services beneficial to the Defense Forces and the general public through its subsidiaries and joint ventures.
I want to assure you of my total support based on non-interference but guidance principles. The opportunities that this board has is greater than it has ever been. We have the greatest support from President Museveni as the Commander-in-Chief.
General retired Joram Mugume, the board chairman, praised the outgoing board for their dedication and efforts while significantly improved NEC's performance and led to notable achievements.
It has been an honor and privilege to serve in the capacity of chairman of the board of directors of the corporation for another term. This is the third term as chairman of NEC. As I serve my third as a board chairman, I promise to remain dedicated and impartial to each of the board members and management. Honorable Minister, because of the harmonized relationship between the board and management, the corporation was able to register increased income in a number of its subsidiaries and NEC in general. I'm not going to go in details of the profits, but it has been quite successful in a number of areas and we congratulate them in their performance.
Lieutenant General James Mugera, the Managing Director of National Enterprise Corporation, expressed optimism that the corporation will benefit greatly from the diverse expertise of its new board members.
Honorable Minister, Section 6 of the NEC Act, Cap 312 of the laws of Uganda, which set up the NEC, provides that the governing body of the corporation shall be a board which shall consist of 13 members who shall be appointed by the minister from different fields of expertise for a period of 3 years and upon such terms and conditions as may be specified in the instruments of appointment. The roles of the board of directors in corporate governance need not be overemphasized. I'm glad that the board is now fully constituted and with members from different fields of expertise from which the corporation will no doubt benefit. As management, we look forward to working closely with the board, and on behalf of management and staff, I pledge maximum cooperation as we take NEC to greater heights.
The newly inaugurated board include General Retired Joram Mugume as the chairman, Professor Charles Kwesiga, Lieutenant General Charles Otema Awani, Lieutenant General Kayanja Muhanga, Lieutenant General Charles Okidi, Lieutenant General James Mugira, Major General Jack Bakashumba, Major General David Mujisha, Mr. Francis Kahirita Ngabirano, Engineer Isaac Musasizi, Dr. Anne Rose Ademun Okrut, Dr. Joshua Mutambi, and Mr. Hannington Ashaba. Za asimweka jisi. GNTV Gotv.
For that report now in Mbarara, Katete Bridge has become the topic of the day in the heart of Mbarara City. But today morning, the Lord Mayor of Mbarara City, Robert Mugabe Kachebezi, also known as Etala, has confirmed the maintenance of this bridge. He says that it should no longer be a problem and the topic of the day simply because they are soon working on it. Let's take a look.
Sente zabe zigeze kurukora eswabe twatekateka mutwaza kubona billioni 5 no bucweka mushanju ezabe zija ezabe zazo budget ezibihiremu konka twashanga twasigaza twine musente zirukingana milioni 500. So milioni 500 n'ikitukuza gukora now muzakwiyaho ebaho ebukuzire hamwe na nebyo mabiriya ebate biruho ebukuzire then tuteho ebate ebisya tuteho emiti emisya kandi gumire munonga kugira ngo abantu babene baraba. So erizoba turiyo twenda kweta abebembezi bakatete tukagamba nabo ekituriyo tuzakora kandi kuturatana cyo murimo nkibanche manisa ngo tuzakurozinga umuhanda na boda boda nziya kwanzira abane mutanga bwenu twantukora tubashabo kwatanisa nimwe mukatwikiriza tukakora temporary meanwhile government eri kutekateka mnonga akora urutindo ruri permanent. Turaheze kora urutindo temporary ntwija kutaho motoka ezirabene zirabaho ezitari kwikirizwa kurabaho tutukwisha kuzikiriza kurabaho.
Za asimweka jisi. GNTV Gotv.
Thank you, Desire, for that report from Mbarara City. Now, the new chairperson of the Public Accounts Committee has strongly warned all public servants to take caution on the ongoing ghost number workers hiking day and night in most of the public offices. The number of ghost workers, he says that in hospitals has increased a lot. We have
ghost workers. Actually, the president has already taken a lead about audit ya payroll kura lima abantu abakuaninga mu Uganda bataliyo. So ekyo ngenda kuteka amani mai kuranya Rwandisa ekintu ekyo supporting the president. Then ekindi kirikyo kurwanisa enguzi kila muno mutunda emirimo abantu kila mu local government. So ekyo kizibu kyamani muno tokusobola kufuna omulimo gwona mu local government right now otabanize kuteka yakasente kano sango muzaire aherera umwana ku university ahwiremu nabanza kutunda itaka nivafuna omulimo orundi n'abandi tibagufuna n'ogufuna bozo omaze n'okubribing so ekizibu ekyo komiti yaitu eno itujja kulidinga nkwenda amaani gaingi egateeka kulwanisa bintu ebyo ghost workers buli bwenguzi okutunda emirimu na even distribution of jobs countrywide okujja kusanga side emu bundi side ende kusanga one tribe ina emirimu nyingi mu one sector kwenda abo some balance regional balance emphasis ngenda kuteeka mu nekyakane mu local government okwo that's why ekizibu kiri buli muntu akwenda kuja mu parliament okakutegeeza buli messages that there's no serious work kwa abantu they are given peanuts local government leaders LC1 LC3 LC5 kwetaga abeho nja kwete kiteso mu committee enhancement yomusara something allowances those leaders they do a lot bakola muno kandi baitahagura mu bantu kusinga na MPs so economic kiteso nja kwani kireta as a leader of that committee.
Minister was not satisfactorily in the sense that they are still for social impact assessment, and yet what is normally after launching or commissioning a road to be worked on, work must start straight away because that should have been done before launching, should have been done before social impact assessment and so on and so on. Social impact assessment should have been done before launching. All factors have been put in place. People have already been compensated. Everybody was happy. All those by the roadside, whether they are trees, whether they are buildings, whether they are whatever, cultural sites, have all been compensated. Even the schools, health centers that have been, where the road is going to pass have been compensated. So now, what impact assessment are they going to carry after launching officially on the 17th of May, 2024? After launching, what impact assessment are they going to carry? So please, we are not happy with the answer of the minister, and also we are not happy with the direction given by the Prime Minister. You heard what the Prime Minister was saying, that I order you to make sure that that road is being maintained before the actual construction of tamaking the road starts. That's not satisfactory. We're not happy. We're not satisfied at all with that kind of answers. So this all once again brings us to the issue of lack of transparency and accountability in dealing with the government resources for the development of the people of Uganda, for the development of infrastructure, and therefore things must get corrected, things must improve, and there must be no corruption, no embezzlement. And I call upon those who are supposed to enforce, those who are supposed to enforce people culprits who normally, dealing with the corruption issues like the IGG and so on and so forth, to come up, the State House Anti-Corruption Agency and so on, to come up and help us in this regard. Otherwise, things are going from bad to worse.
Twehe Ronald for Gntv at Parliament.
Thank you, Twehe Ronald, for that report from the Parliament. Now, in other news, the Uganda military has handed over 22 former abductees and captives of the rebel group of Allied Democratic Force, called ADF, to the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC military officials. This process has been going on between the two countries. The report.
The Uganda military handed over 22 former abductees and captives of the rebel group Allied Democratic Forces ADF to the Democratic Republic of Congo military officials. The military said yesterday in the capital of Uganda that the abductees were handed over to the Congolese officials in Kasindi, North Kivu, the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo.
Firstly, I would like to welcome you all. This is not our first ceremony of exchanging rescued Congolese and Ugandans. It has been going on. So today, as usual, we are handing over rescued Congolese to the government of Congo. As I'm here, I'm representing the government of Uganda. So when we are dealing with ADF, then we rescue these innocent Congolese. We use air transport to rescue them from the jungle. That's how they end up in Uganda.
The individuals were handed over after undergoing a 6-month rehabilitation program in Uganda.
Major Bilal Katamba, the Public Information Officer of the UPDF Mountain Division, and Operation Shuja. Operation Shuja is a joint operation between the Uganda People's Defense Forces and the armed forces of the Congolese Army FARDC that's fighting against the terrorist ADF. Today we are here in Kasindi, on the side of the Democratic Republic of Congo, where we've just witnessed the handover of 22 former abductees who were rescued from the ADF. This is not the first time we are handing over abductees. We did the same in January 2023, where we handed over 34, and in February of this year, we handed over 50 FARDC. So this is a continuous process. Whenever we rescue them, we hand them over to our partners, the Bridgeway, who rehabilitate them and give them life skills for 6 months. After that, we hand them over to the Congolese Authority for further management. Today, we've done this function and it has gone very successfully.
George Toriabe, who presided over the process, said the handover of rescued individuals would continue as long as joint operations results in their rescue.
And I would like to thank the Bridgeway. You've done a great job. Pass. Joined the government of Uganda and the government of Congo. So I thank two teams, Bridgeway DRC and Bridgeway Uganda. You are doing a very great job in supporting this operation. So I urge you to continue supporting us to ensure that we end this issue of ADF in DRC.
The Uganda military and its Congolese counterparts have since November 2021 carried out joint operations in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo against the ADF rebels. Desire Chibi Chabere, who received the individuals, praised the handover as the testament to the success of the joint military operations.
Mimi kwa machache nitasema niko representa ya komanda secteur General Bruno Mandefu. Nimeshukuru kwa kuwa hiyo ni matunda ya operation ambayo inajitokeza ya operation Suja. Ile imeonyesha umoja ndani ya nchi ya Kongo na nchi ya Uganda. Yenye ningependelea kuzungumza, adui wa Uganda ni adui wa Kongo, na adui wa Kongo ni adui wa Uganda. Kumbe ile umoja ambao tunatumika operation ambao viongozi wametupatia leadership kufanya operation umoja, ile Suja iendelee kwa umoja. Kumbe tuungane tena mkono kwa mkono ili tuendeleshe operation yetu, ili maadui wasije wakatatize tena wananchi wetu, hata watoto wetu waende kwenye shule na wakiwa na amani. Asante.
The 22 individuals aged 1 month and 49 years were rescued and captured in different areas. In addition to psychological rehabilitation, adults received training in various skills such as mechanics, electronics, tailoring, shoemaking, soap making, and hairdressing to enable them to lead economically productive lives in their communities upon resettlement.
Jina naitwa Muhendo Muhasa Fundi. Hivi tunashukuru kwa yote ambayo government ya Uganda imeendelea ikitufundisha, imetufundisha vitu vingi vya kutusaidia katika maisha. Ile yenye tukukua tunajua, tumeyajua, tumesoma kujifunza kukanika pikipiki, tumefunza kushona nguo, tumejifunza kufanya sabuni, tumejifunza kutengeneza viatu, sandale zote, lagome zote tumejifunza. Tumejifunza pia kufanya picha, kudesne, yani dese. Ila tunaomba government yote mbili ya Uganda na ya Kongo, Mungu awape nguvu ya kushindana na hizi adui ambazo zinaendelea zikitusumbua.
Zasimwe, Gntv, Gotv.
As we come to the end of our today's bulletin, the opposition members of parliament have asked the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Right Honourable Thomas Tayebwa, to always allow them debate on corruption issues to help them fight corruption in our country, Uganda. This comes after yesterday Ugandans protested, saying that Honourable Annette Among must resign from office. Let's take a look.
We have to fight and struggle to be heard on this floor of Parliament. Mr. Speaker, my guidance, the guidance I'm seeking from you is that as political leaders of Parliament, the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, the 4 commissioners of Parliament, first, before we go outside, there are questions that have been asked by virtue of the political offices that we hold. Ugandans want those answers. That is why people were marching to come and get the answers from Parliament, because we, the representatives, cannot give them the answers they want. We are being accused as Parliament that we are corrupt. I'm an MP, I am not corrupt. In fact, I don't know Luganda, but this one hurt me a lot. When I was moving around and I saw people pointing at me, calling me Gntv, I thought it was something nice. Later I was told it means you're a thief. I am not. I'm not. All I am requesting is that as people who are holding offices in trust of the people, can we take an initiative to explain to the people of Uganda the questions they ask of us even before they take the drastic step of coming to the streets? Because the situation that happened today, most of you, the inconvenience that I had to pass through as a member of Parliament to come to do my constitutional duty in office was too much. And we were being harassed. Even some of us who left our IDs, the Parliament IDs, it took time for us to be verified to come here. I don't want to go through that every day when I come to work here. So I ask you, Mr. Speaker, that when you retreat to your chambers, think through, and all the leaders, and provide answers. If you have been accused of A, please try to provide an answer. We don't want Ugandans to come. They are already saying if they cannot access us here in this Parliament, they will go to our homes. I cannot take that for granted. Me, I don't have a police officer. I don't have security. Many of you have security, combat what I don't have. I move as I am here. And my home, nobody has visited. I don't want to be accused of being part of the loot, part of the corruption. Each and every person accused should answer in line with the provision of this Constitution.
Right Honourable Speaker, we the people of Uganda, recalling our history which has been characterized by political and constitutional instability, and recalling all our struggles against the forces of tyranny and oppression and exploitation, I will not read everything. We did agree that this is the very supreme law of the land. You want me to read everything? You'll submit later. Right Honourable Speaker, we all agree that this is the most supreme law of this land. And we all agree that Uganda operates under a multi-party political system. Right Honourable Speaker, as a national unity platform, on Monday, we are meant to have a press conference. When we went yesterday, when we went to have the press conference, we found every color of uniform of police, of defense forces of this country. There was UPDF, there was police. The only uniform I didn't see was prisons, Right Honourable Speaker. And by yesterday, our colleagues were arrested. Our colleagues were arrested. I was mistreated. Right Honourable Speaker, I agree by the submission of the Right Honourable Prime Minister that it could be the police forces detected crime. But I thought the same force that you used to oppress us, the people of the opposition, would have been the same force you would have used to keep peace in that place so that you could hold the press conference. You had all the forces. You had the police, you had the army. You would have guided very well and have us in-house such that we could have the press conference. Me, I thought this would be a matter of national importance to you as a speaker. How can your members be held in prison for no good reason? Because we are operating under multi-party system. And Honourable Speaker, I request you to guide. I don't know whether the government wants to start giving directions on how the opposition should move. Namuga from home, you must go to here, from here get to the other place. If that is the direction, then write to us and informally inform us on how we should move. Guide on the direction. To Right Honourable Speaker, freedom of expression is a right non-negotiable to this country. Yes, very true.
We are seeking for government to clarify, but this particular matter, final one, I request yourself, because as far as I am concerned, it should be clarified by office, Right Honourable Speaker. There seems to be double standards within this, our institution called Parliament of Uganda, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, last week there are some citizens of Uganda that came to Parliament with placards protesting against one of our colleagues, the Honourable Theodore Sechukubo. They came the first day, and he's present in the House. They came the first day, they were ushered into Parliament nicely with their placards. Then they came the following day, they were still ushered in, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, you received them on behalf of the Speaker. You asked that a few of them come to meet you from the group which came to Parliament. And some of us were happy that this Parliament is able to be accessed decently by people who are saying we are peacefully protesting. Today, Right Honourable Speaker, there are some young people who, as we have been witnessing, have been coming to Parliament in similar fashion with placards, marching, saying they have concerns about corruption in Parliament and elsewhere, and they were coming in similar fashion, like those ones, to come and raise their concerns here in Parliament before us and before you, Right Honourable Speaker. Many of them have been bundled up, they have been beaten up, many are in jail. And so I thought, the same way, Right Honourable Speaker, you received those who were protesting, apparently, against one of our honourable colleagues, you would receive them in similar manner, because they're saying they have concerns as citizens of this country, concerns about Parliament of Uganda, concerns about many government entities, concerns about corruption, Right Honourable Speaker. I don't know why they were not accorded the same kind of treatment, the same kind of respect, because they were not coming to fight. They did not have daggers, knives, or whatever the case might be. They had placards similar to the other one. So I thought, Right Honourable Speaker, you would help us understand. I don't know whether it was an order from your office, maybe not, but at least I saw the other ones, you received them. For these ones, it has not happened.
Clinton Nahabum Jom, Gntv at 12.
Thank you, Clinton Nahabwem Jomba, and that report brings us to the end of today's bulletin. Our dear viewers of Gntv, thanks for being part of us from the time we started to the time we are coming to the end of today's bulletin. My name is Alian Atumandize, Gntv at 12, and do not miss the lunch hour service that is coming up on Gntv at King of Kings Church here in Kamkuzi in the heart of Mbarara City. Good afternoon.